Welcome back to part 4 of our rare bird restoration, brought to you by skiboatpartsonline.com. I am Ron, and I will be hosting you through this series. This week we're going to take a look at continuing the teardown process and the beginning of the interior building process. I hope you enjoy. Here's where we left off last week. On Monday this week we had a specialist come in to recreate the graphics on this boat. Once they're done, of course, they'll be available to others, but this is where we started the week. Next, we want to get a jump on the replacement interior panels so that they can be sent out to the upholstery shop while we continue to work on the rest of the boat. Here you see the plywood templates that I have here for the advanced model. As you can see, we're going to recreate the 2000 series passenger seat configuration. The passenger seat back and bottom will become one piece that will be hinged up and held up with gas struts. So what you're seeing here is the templates that are in place. I'm going to be fabricating the L-seat panels out of a high-density foam board. They'll be glassed in place, so I'm going to put some plastic down to prevent and catch any resin that would drop through the seams there. Here are the three panels that make up the L-seat. Have been transferred from the plywood to the high-density foam board. They've been cut, trimmed, and placed in position. And then I actually use drywall screws to screw the panels into the deck to hold them in place. Here you see some 1708 tape, fiberglass tape that has been put in place, getting ready to seam these panels together. The first layer of glass has been applied in the seams. Next we're going to go with the full laminate on the top surface. Now the L-seat back and bottom have a layer of glass over it. Then I will remove the temporary screws holding it down in position and lift this off and put it over into our glass shop so that the backside can be glassed and the reinforcing sections can be glassed to it. Also in this picture you see the passenger seat back along the gunnel there. That black part has been transferred from the plywood template to the new starboard replacement. It's actually called Starlight. There's a starboard is a higher density plastic board. Starlight is a lighter version that actually floats and works really well for upholstery panels. Here is the driver's armrest replacement Starlight panel. The stainless steel studs and T-nuts are in place, and this is a dry fit for that before it goes to upholstery. Next is the starboard combing panel, again out of Starlight, again with stainless studs and stainless T-nuts, getting its dry fit and trim and getting it to fit just right before it goes to upholstery. And here is the port side combing panel, again fitted and ready to go to the upholstery. Note that the rear sections are the 2000 model variation with speaker holes already in the panel ready for speakers if we add a stereo. With the new upholstery panels now removed, we're getting ready to cut the L-seat away from the deck. The L-seat base is part of the deck and we're going to cut it away, and in a later episode you'll see how we reattach it. But the yellow tape line, the horizontal line, is our cut line. We have to pick and choose where we're going to cut so we can avoid all of the upholstery attachment points. So you have to kind of be careful where we're going to cut it. Here you see the cut line extended around to the passenger seat back. Now the tools to cut this, you have a couple choices. You can use a reciprocating saw, aka Sawzall. Just be careful of the blade length, particularly against the hull side. You can also use a small oscillating type cutting tool. That works well. Both of these take a little longer to cut. Here in the shop we use an industrial pneumatic cutter with a diamond wheel on it. The diamond wheel is not what you would use to cut tile with. So if you're thinking of going to the hardware store and getting a diamond blade for cutting tile, it's not going to work. These are very aggressive diamond wheels, and you're also going to see it's very, very dusty. So probably not the first choice for the do-it-yourselfer. But you'll see, I'm going to show you in real time. The time it takes is actually just over 2 minutes with this saw. So here we're going to cut it next. Now that you've had a minute of watching my backside, I'm going to go get cleaned up and get the dust off of me. Now we've got Jeff is about to lift the L seat out of the boat. The perimeter screws have been removed and out she comes. I want to point this out on just about all of the advanced model boats. In the red circle there is a area where the L seat lower corner actually comes in contact with the hull side. It has worn a hole through the carpet. This is something that we're going to address on the back side of the L seat. You'll see in a future episode. This deck is about a ½ inch down or sagging. You see it from the level. We've got the chain fall grabbing the center of the deck, slowly lifting it up to see how much she's got to move. This will be addressed when we correct the floor below it that supports the deck. After part 3 came out, someone wrote and asked if we had found a 10mm socket in the boat. After we removed the L seat, lo and behold, there was a 10mm socket hiding down there. Thanks for watching part 4 on our rare bird restoration project. If you like this video and the ones we're producing, please hit the subscribe button. We're going to put that link in the description and also on this closing page. Part 5, we're going to tackle some floor issues, and we're going to run into a few things that were not expected and how they are corrected. So thanks for watching, and God bless. This is Ron Tanis, See you next time.